been going on as long as the air traffic control system has been in effect, probably for 50 years.
He spent 35 years in air traffic control and says falling asleep on the overnight shift is not anything new, and says the FAA refuses to recognize the solution. One after another, we have heard about the problems with air traffic controllers working the overnight shifts.
There has been another incident reported. An air traffic controller at a radar center near Cleveland has been suspended for watching a movie while on duty while working the overnight shift. In the last month alone, 9 controllers and supervisors nationwide have been suspended, most for incidents involving falling asleep on the job. 9 News reporter Dave Delozier joins us. Dave, this is getting almost daily attention, but it is not a new problem.
Now, Adele, I spoke today with a man who knows. He spent 12 years working as a controller, 10 years managing a control tower, and the rest of his 35 years was spent managing control facilities in a 7-state region. He says this is an age-old problem, but that the FAA has refused to address it with common sense.
I managed a control tower at Centennial for 10 years, and I wasn't allowed to let controllers sleep, but I knew they were.
Noel Keene realized early on to expect otherwise wasn't realistic.
If you sit staring out the window for 8 hours in pitch dark, and you can't play solitaire or do a crossword puzzle or do anything but sit, you're going to fall asleep.
He says putting 2 air traffic controllers in a tower overnight isn't necessarily the answer, but it could be.
I think the answer is if they're going to put 2 controllers in the control tower, let one of those controllers take a 10-minute or 15-minute sleep break, throw some water in your face, and go up refreshed. Otherwise, you're going to have 2 controllers sitting staring out the window doing nothing for 8 hours, and they're both going to be asleep.
I don't believe that adding 1, 2, or even 3 controllers on an overnight shift is going to solve the problem. You can't continue to throw people at the problem. You have to look at the dynamic. We are human.
Former NTSB investigator Greg Feith says studies by NASA dealing with pilot fatigue found controlled sleep or naps to be an answer.
And I think for controllers, if they were to look at their scheduling and be able to put a system in place that would give them these controlled naps, these power naps to keep them alert, I think that would be very beneficial.
The idea of using controlled sleep or naps is used by airline pilots on long flights. Periodically, one pilot will take a nap while the other flies the plane. But Adele, so far, top officials with the FAA have stated that they are dead set against the idea of letting a controller sleep during their shift.
Interesting. All right, Dave Delozier, thank you.